Hello everyone. Today I'm out for a slightly different walk. Feels great to be out. Haven't been out for a few days. This walk is probably the closest walk I can take to where I live. It's about 5 minutes where I live. It's a exercise track going through the forest. So there is a chance we could meet some other people. It's one of those tracks that's actually lit in the evenings, so people can use it during the dark evenings, during the night, if they're that type of person. Early morning runs, maybe. It's a beautiful morning. I was sitting at home. Everything felt a little bit heavy, so I thought I'd get out and explore a little bit. Been here hundreds of times, possibly thousands. Quite close to a residential area, mostly made up of low-rise buildings, 3-4 stories high. On one side, on this side. On the other side, it's mostly houses, privately owned. So, and this track runs for miles and miles and miles through the forest. This forest is huge where I live. I've got lost there. When I actually leave the track, I've been lost possibly 10 times. So, I'll turn the camera around and show you what it looks like in the other direction. And there you see what I have ahead of me. Like I say, it's a beautiful day, blue sky. We've had a bit of light snow during the night, so got this light snow covering. Anyway, I've got a goal. I'm out. There's a purpose behind my walk. Thought I'd head up to a little bit of a higher point and then return home. The whole walk is about 45 minutes. As I said, I needed to get out today. Been in for too many days, and after my last post, when I'm sitting in front of the Christmas tree, looking slightly chubby, that was the incentive I needed to actually put some clothes on and get out of the house. I think I'll press pause for a while, and you can join me again when I'm closer to my goal, I guess. See you soon. Back about 10 minutes later, just about up here. I'm going to take it quite easy. You can see I'm not the first person here today. I'm surprised actually. There are some footprints in the snow. The city I live in has about 80,000 people, and I'm surprised how few people do explore the forest actually. I guess this part of the forest services maybe 5,000 people that live quite local, but I've been here thousands of times, and probably 95% of the time I don't run across anyone, even if I'm out for hours and hours. It's a beautiful day, as mentioned. Sometimes need to get out, clear the head. I don't know if you can pick that up. You can hear a woodpecker. And actually, before I started filming, I could hear something else as well. I'm not quite sure what type of bird it was, but I think my talking has got their attention and silenced them. Yeah, it's not easy sometimes having this desire to be alone, as you can imagine. Can cause friction in any relationship, friendship, romantic relationship, family relationship. I think people can feel neglected, no matter how well I word it, and try to explain to them that it's not personal. Always had this desire to be alone. Not always, but I definitely have no problem being alone for days at a time. Can spend hours in the forest alone. And occasionally, of course, it's nice to share the experience with someone else. Me and my girlfriend were out mostly during the summer months picking blueberries in this very same forest. Just another part of this same forest. I think I'll press pause again because there's a risk filming and walking at the same time. I could slip. I don't feel I'm in any danger, but I could break my phone. So I'll put you down for a while. Back soon. So back again 5 minutes later, and I'm there. It's probably a climb of about 50 meters in height, so not much at all. And as mentioned, I did see one set of footprints going in the opposite direction from what I came from. So over in that direction there's actually a horse track, which you can walk on, no problem. It's gravel. And where I came from, down there somewhere, as mentioned, it's an exercise track. Yeah, I think that's about it. I always say that and carry on, waffle on for another 5 minutes or so. No gloves at the moment. It's about minus 5 today. I've got my gloves with me. Might be wondering how I keep warm when it gets down to minus 15, minus 20. Layers of clothing. Not rich. Really very little money to spend on clothing, so it's all old stuff. I've got on the top here, I've just got an anorak, windbreaker, cheapest one I could get from the local shop. Underneath, thick jumper, and then something closer to the skin, and the same on the bottom half, windbreaker, rain trousers, and then leggings as a base layer, and above that jogging bottoms. So managed to keep warm down to about minus 10. After that, the other jacket comes out a bit thicker. Yeah, so that's how it looks from up here. There have been days during the warmer months where I've sat here for hours, just contemplating life. It's a weird thing because I don't feel lonely, don't feel sad, just feel relaxed. And I think that's probably important for many of us, some more than others. I explained earlier in another video that I think I explained, I'm not working at the moment. I'm in my 50s, I've worked all my life. About 2 years back, not sure the right terminology, but I would call it a mental exhaustion. Working too hard, too little time at home, stress, normal things, just it got too much. I carried on, of course, no sick days, every day, on time, pleasing others. And then I felt it building up, different things starting to happen in my life. Forgetfulness was the first sign. Getting on the bus to work or the train to work and going the wrong direction. Forgetting people's names. Forgetting to do things. And then finding myself sitting in front of the computer at work, doing nothing, when I should have been working, just sitting, staring at the screen. Emotional problems as well around that time. Started crying very easy. I've always been an emotional person, but there was no reason really before it, or slight things set me off. And then There was the crash. One day I sent a message actually to my employer, telling her, or my manager anyway, telling her that I wouldn't be coming back. It surprised me. It was of course, a big thing, and surprised everyone else. I guess they expected me back within a week or a few days, but 2 years later, here I am. Probably never work with what I worked with earlier again. Something changed in my head, in my brain. There's been it's like a switch. I've never felt the same since then, even though I feel pretty good these days. Something's changed. I can't really explain it any better than that. Anyone that's been through any severe has some severe mental difficulties will probably understand exactly what I meant. And then physically, certain days, you know what, I turn the camera around so you don't have to see me all the time. Certain days I feel fine, other days completely exhausted. Some days pain-free, other days pains in every part of my body. Some days I can hardly walk because my knees, my legs, my feet hurt so much, and it's all new to me. 2 years ago I was healthy, in good shape. Yeah, I didn't feel that extreme tiredness. It's one thing to say you're tired, but this is tiredness where I fight to keep awake. So things have changed, and I'm fighting against that all the time. I'm trying to beat it. I'm trying to get better, and always looking forward, hoping for the day that I'm back to normal, or as close as possible back to normal. During the 2 years, I think the most important thing has been to get out, and at least this part of my life, for the most part, I've continued with getting out into the forest. And I guess that's why I started filming this. Wondering now how honest I should be. It's a bit like writing a diary, except this is not private, it's public. So of course I have to be a little bit careful what I say. But that's not always easy. I have a tendency to say what I think and regret it afterwards. And I started this thinking I would leave all that in, even if I regret it afterwards. For example, the last video I posted, me sitting in front of the Christmas tree, there was a part of me that thought, good God, how do I look? But, you know, that's me. That's honesty. So I left it up. Of course I will. Anyway, I didn't really say Happy Christmas, Happy New Year last time. I didn't really make a point of that. So I'd like to say it once again. I look forward to the new year. I hope most of you do too. Until next time, probably tomorrow if I get an opportunity, because I'm back to work for the first time since Christmas Eve, a couple of days. The 22nd of December, I was last there, so I've had a good break. I'm there for three hours tomorrow, so I'll try and film something on the way there. Yeah, work. I always say work. It's not really work. It's rehabilitation. Just 3 hours a week. Gonna have a meeting tomorrow, so there's gonna be talk about increasing the hours I'm there or increasing the amount of days I'm there. We'll see how that goes. I'm up for that, actually. When I feel good, no problem. On the bad days, yeah, not so fun. Anyway, take care everyone. Until next time, bye.